Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So currently I'm preparing for the horde of Twitter freaks to descend upon me for today's video because we're going to talk about one of the most controversial set of topics you can imagine on social media, and that is race and fictional characters. Now, in the pursuit of being represented in fictional content, we've seen people make some of the most aggressive and stupid posts of all time, including the classic "I fixed your artwork," where based on aggressive headcanon, people insult original artists by race swapping their characters into something that they're not. We've seen, in fact, some of the most strange and delusional takes on Twitter where people so desperate to be represented in fictional characters have made some of the most self-destructive and embarrassing posts you'll ever see. Now, in the process of preparing that intro, I actually came across a few screenshot of images that reminded me of a great story. I always have to say it whenever I find it in any sort of a relevant way to a video. And it's like that cool story you got to tell at every party. And it's something told in only 3 images, and it will always be one of the biggest backfires in the history of antis. So back in 2021, this image posted to Twitter caused so much brain damage, it's actually a lot even by Twitter standards. So this is an image from the franchise Harem in the Labyrinth of Another World. This image seems innocuous, completely harmless, right? But people got very angry at this image because they believed it was a whitewash of a black character. They very shockingly decided that this clothing right here, this mesh or whatever it is that made her skin look darker, was her actual skin color. They believed this was her true skin color, and the white skin tone up here was a whitewash edit by the person uploading this picture from the manga series. Yeah, so predictably, a bunch of antis went to Twitter and made black edits of this character, insulting the original artist and claiming that they fixed their stuff. And yeah, you had multiple people doing this, and very quickly they found out the unfortunate truth for their own actions, and it's the fact that they just made a black edit of a 16-year-old sex slave. Yes, that was a bit of a backfire. You can see one of the original people who fixed the artwork coming to this shocking realization after another user informed them of the reality of what they had just done. So yes, in the pursuit of getting better representation in fictional content, these antis made a sex slave black. Congratulations. Still one of the funniest backfires you'll ever see, but let's get off in nostalgia road here and let's get back into the topics for today. So this post was causing a bunch of people to get angry. It basically asked, is there any actual examples of black characters being race swapped to white? Where of course this user had their answer, and it is Starfire from Teen Titans. And this comparison and this point that they made got 17,500 likes. So basically what they're claiming is that Starfire was whitewashed based on the old designs compared to the new designs. They're claiming that this is a black character and this is a white character. Now there's a problem with that because Starfire is not black. In fact, Starfire is not white. She is an alien. Her skin tone is orange. She has orange skin, and yet this person made this post and they are wrong on multiple levels. Luckily, almost expected at this point, the community notes came in and dropped this bombshell on their tweets. The community notes have been destroying people on Twitter, and you'll love to see it. You'll love to see people spreading misinformation like this get fact-checked. So the message says, the first image has been edited to make Starfire appear as a black woman. Starfire is an orange alien in the comics and was never intended to be black, as confirmed by creator Marv Wolfman. Yes, well, you see that, right? That's a complete defeat, okay? They have been fact-checked. They have nowhere to stand. They've been proven to be a liar. What do you do now? Do you simply pack it up, delete the tweet, move on? No, of course, you double down. So the original poster then replied with this after getting fact-checked. They said, y'all can post all the proof y'all want, but you can't gaslight me. I will always stand up for my Blalian sister. Okay, I never actually read that part of the tweet, so I think they're trying to say that she's a black alien. Anyways, so they post this image right here, and obviously your skin is quite dark, But as some educated users on Twitter would quickly point out, that was once again another edit to make her skin look darker, and this individual posted an actual photo of their physical copy of one of the Titan comics with this correct skin tone, which is obviously a lot lighter and resembles something orange like she has always been. And yeah, pretty much straight up destroyed on multiple levels. And I'm sure this person is still believing that Starfire is a whitewashed character, but what can you do other than point and laugh and prove them wrong and then basically leave it up to them to cope or to maybe learn something from this experience, which they're not going to learn anything. But nonetheless, there was another issue with the race and skin tone of fictional characters. This is some art of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and to cut right to the chase, this skin tone right here would be an issue pointed out by one of the users in the replies, who pointed out that there must be some sort of a mistake here, that this was clearly some sort of whitewashing as they're implying with this comparison. And I just have to point this out. I think this is the third tweet in a week where I've seen someone just simply say girl, and then the image is either misinformation or something completely stupid. Like it's almost like the bat symbol of you're about to read something really dumb on Twitter, but nonetheless. So obviously this is another Twitter user who doesn't understand how lighting works when it comes to drawings. And yeah, it's something that is pointed out by many different people. And again, I don't care if it happens, you just keep pointing it out over and over again. You can't let these people live in their delusions. And this is a great example right here of the same person having a million different tones because of lighting. And that is something that users like this will never understand. And it's not just regular everyday users on Twitter too. We see artists make these mistakes and judge people over lighting and try to claim that characters are whitewashed based on lighting or ignoring the fact that there's a lighting issue. But nonetheless, that is the latest one there. And yeah, they got put in their place pretty quickly, which, you know, you'll love to see. So while we're on the topic of race-obsessed weirdos who cry racism at everything, this video has been making the rounds on Twitter. So basically, to sum it up, this individual posted this video and claims it's proof that they were targeted for their race by Target employees who shut down this flash mob they tried to set up in the middle of Target. Obviously, you can see it was hit with another community note that said that this clearly wasn't an act of racism and they didn't have the right to film this video inside of Target. But let's just take a quick look at this while it plays in the background. I can't think of a clip that captures the main character syndrome that a lot of these TikTok Zoomers have, where they make everything about them and expect the world to accompany to whatever their actions are. So they're in the middle of a Target being a nuisance, and these Target employees rightfully, under their job description, come in to shut it down because they are a safety hazard and they're in the way of other customers. And what do they do when they're told no? Well, they go to Twitter and with zero self-awareness claim that they're in the right and that these Target employees must be racist because they shut them down. It's completely ridiculous. I mean, number one, you know, if these Target employees weren't white, they would have not included the whole thing about the employees being racist. They probably wouldn't have posted this video at all. But they're doing it to slander these Target employees and cause potentially a lot of harm to their life with these accusations simply because they couldn't be told no. They couldn't be told, no, you can't have a giant flash mob in the middle of a Target. Now you have people down here defending them saying, suddenly people care about multi-billion-dollar corporations. I seem to recall people were just boycotting Target. Yeah, they're boycotting it for a much different reason, and that's not something I want to get into in this video. But this isn't about Target. This is about these people who are narcissists who go into a public place and become a nuisance and then get angry when they're told no. These people are annoying. They don't realize it either. I can't think of a more clear clash of this TikTok Zoomer generation and your everyday middle-class worker, which is these employees who had to deal with them. These people are completely out of touch, main character syndrome, and I hope they got the attention they wanted because, well, they look really stupid right now. But that's going to do it for this video. Will I be canceled? Who knows? But yeah, I feel like everything I'm saying in this video is pretty fair, but people on Twitter, for example, would have a meltdown hearing some pretty agreeable opinions. But nonetheless, that's going to do it for this video. Please share all of your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.